Let's talk about corona. The lucky few to never get coronavirus could teach us more about it. Scientists turn their attention to finding the rare individuals who have not yet contracted the virus. Hey, everybody! Hi! My name is Andrea, and I have survived this amount of time without getting coronavirus. Now, it's possible I may have got it. I don't know. It's possible. Right? You know, and I just don't know. But still, I've never gotten coronavirus. I'm proud to say that I never got coronavirus. Why is that, though? Why did I never get coronavirus? I'm going to say that the secret is that I don't leave the fucking house. That's the fucking secret. The secret is I'm cooped up in my goddamn house and I don't leave. That's the fucking secret. I leave my house like once every month. So, and if that, sometimes I go a month without leaving my house. So, if you want to know how to avoid coronavirus, it's that easy. Lock down, motherfucker. Oh, I went to a bar and 3 concerts and I got COVID. Oh. No, I mean, I don't feel, I feel bad for people that need to, go to work in person. I am lucky enough not to need to work in person. I don't know if it's lucky, but that's a whole different story. Anyway, I just chill. I managed to make enough money sitting at home, and to me, that's worth it. Motherfucker, I'm going to turn 26 in a couple weeks here. I'm going to turn 26. I'm losing my health insurance. I know that COVID funding for uninsured patients is out. If I get COVID in 4 weeks from now, I'm fucked. I'm fucked. Right? So, and I had health insurance the entire pandemic up until now, up until 3 weeks from now. But you bet your sweet ass bippy, once my health insurance lapses, I'm not leaving the fucking house. I'm going to burn my shoes. I'm going to burn all my jackets. I'm going to burn everything just so that I'm never tempted to leave the house. Because I know if I get COVID, I'm fucked. And I somehow have the privilege of being locked inside my home. I guess it's a privilege. I don't know. But anyway, that's how you avoid coronavirus. But let's read. When her partner tested positive for the coronavirus 2 days before Christmas, Michelle Green worried she too would become ill. She was 2 months pregnant with their second child. He was a bartender at the time, and some of his coworkers were infected with the virus. I told him to get into the guest bedroom and don't leave, said Green, a 40-year-old project manager at a retail technology startup in the district. The goddamn in the district, that's slang for Washington, D.C. The couple, who were both vaccinated, and their toddler, postponed their Christmas celebration. Somehow Green never tested positive. Scientists around the world are investigating how a dwindling number of people, such as Green, have managed to dodge the coronavirus for more than 2 years, even after the highly transmissible Omicron variant drove a record-shattering surge in cases this winter. Hashtag my corona story, never got it. I never got it. I never got it. I want to get, in the same way that I've never gotten a hangover, knock on the empty bottle of wine, I've never gotten coronavirus. I want the experience. I feel like I'm missing out. I'm going to wake up and not be able to taste my food. Go like, people say they got the COVID toes, the COVID toes. I want COVID toes. What is that? Like my toes are going to get full of pus? I don't know. That sounds cool. I'm joking, obviously. But I want COVID toes. What else are the other symptoms of COVID? I don't know. Death? I want to die. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Scientists around the world are investigating how it... Oh, I already read that. Okay. A majority of Americans have contracted the novel coronavirus. I don't think it's novel anymore. Bilb, if you get it, will you still do the show? I have done the show very sick before. I mean, I've gotten... Like, I had one illness throughout this entire pandemic, and I don't think it was COVID, but I did get sick once, and I did stream, and even though it was only for like 15 minutes, maybe 30 minutes to stream, I did try to pop on. So for me, like, I personally think it's fun to stream while sick. I think it's fun to stream while drunk. I think it's fun to stream on any kind of drug. To me, like, sickness is just like a kind of high experience. It's like, whoa, I can't breathe. Whoa. I don't know. Last time I got sick, it was kind of fun. Right? Like, I was doing fucking, like, I was popping like fucking like Dayquil, and I was like fucking like I couldn't like I had vertigo, right? I had no like equilibrium or some shit. I was like falling down. It was cool as hell. But anyway, woo! All right. A majority of Americans have contracted the novel coronavirus since it began to spread in the United States in early 2020, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Oh, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. I'm gonna listen to what they have to say. I love the CDC. Delirium through sickness is it's interesting. I mean, it's its own experience. It's its own experience for sure. Like being sick, but like being able to like fucking like, you know, take some mitigating drugs so you don't feel like you're literally dying. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I got sick like last Christmas or something. And it could have been like a booster side effect. I don't know. Cause I was sick for like 3 days and then I was fine. I don't know what it was. It could have been a booster side effect. It could have been I had just like, you know, a cold. I don't know. I haven't gotten a cold. Like, what even is a cold? I don't even know. I haven't gotten a cold in years, like in many years, even before. Even before the pandemic, I don't leave the house, like, so I don't get sick often. But anyway, man, it was awesome. Like, I was like, now I don't recommend this, but when I was sick last winter, it was around Christmas time, and for me, around Christmas time, I usually drink a lot of alcohol. I also just drink a lot of alcohol in general. But anyway, I remember I was like, I was getting drunk, and then also I was sick. And that was like, that's an experience. But anyway, I did not have COVID to my understanding. I could have, maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. If I had COVID. I doubt it. But anyway, let's just keep going. I don't leave the fucking house. I don't leave the fucking house. Anyway. Experts hope that studying people who have avoided infection may offer clues, perhaps hidden in their genes. No. Okay, I'm gonna give you one simple trick. Don't leave the fucking house. One easy method to avoid COVID is don't have a job that requires you to leave the house. Like, again, like, there was a study done that was like, white people are less likely to get COVID, but it's not because, like, white people are like, whoa, I'm white, bro, look at this. Woo! That's not, like, it's just that white people are typically, right, situated in society where their jobs are more likely, right, just, it's all statistics, right, more likely white people are having jobs that are willing to or possible to do from home, right? And so white people would work from home, and minority populations, right, people of color and so on, right, are more likely, statistically speaking, to not have those career opportunities and more likely to be in service jobs and so forth, more likely to have a job that is mandatory for you to actually go somewhere. And so, hey, I'm a white person, I work from home, so I'm just saying, right, like, I haven't gotten COVID. There's no genes. There's no, like, I don't have jeans. Like, look at this. Does this look like jeans to you? I don't wear jeans. My jeans don't even fit me anymore. I've gained, like, 15 pounds in the last couple of months, so that's a whole different story. Anyway, like, You know, it's nothing to do with our genes. It's like we just don't leave the house. Like white people are afraid to leave the house. Like I don't know what to tell you. Right? Like it's summertime, the sun is going to fucking boil my skin, right? Like I'm not built for this. All right. What we are looking for is potentially a very rare genetic variance with a large... This motherfucking genetic variance, like... I mean, maybe. I mean, it's possible that I've got the super gene, but I think it's more likely that I just don't leave the fucking house. I think that if you look at percentage chance, it's 99% chance I haven't gotten COVID because I don't leave the house, and 1% chance that I'm like super awesome and my white savior fucking Aryan fucking genes are gonna save. Like I'm just being honest with you. Like if you look at all the statistics and the breakdowns in different demographics, right, it really just boils down to class, right? Wealthier people are more likely to stay at home. I mean, I wouldn't consider myself wealthy. I'm in massive debt, but I don't leave the house, right? So I managed to find a way to not be either homeless or in a steel cage somehow. And I make money online, so, you know, but again, it's possible that there's a gene, it's possible, but I'm gonna go ahead and doubt. I'm gonna press X on this one. Span said the international study had already enrolled 700 participants and is screening more than 5,000 people who have come forward as potentially immune to coronavirus infection. I hope that I'm immune. But again, chances are I just don't leave the house, and that's why I haven't gotten COVID, because I'm a recluse. I stay in my fucking hovel, and I don't know. Anyway, one of the study participants is 49-year-old Bevan Strickland, a nurse anesthesiast from High Point, North Carolina, who volunteered in a Queens hospital for 6 weeks beginning April 2020, just as the pocket of New York City became the epicenter of the pandemic. This motherfucker's in North Carolina. Why are they talking about New York City? I don't know. I guess it's context. By the second day, I didn't even care about getting COVID because the patients were just heartbreaking, said Strickland, who often worked without a mask to better connect with confused patients. Like, they're acting like that's some success story. Like, oh yeah, I took my mask off at work. Put me in the Washington Post. Most of the workers were seniors. Most of the worst cases were seniors who had been living in nursing homes. Some didn't speak English. Many were disoriented from not getting enough oxygen. They struggled to breathe. I was taking off my mask all the time just so they could see my face. That would help us get an oxygen mask on them and help us treat them. Strickland was tested weekly for coronavirus. Wait, this is a she. Okay. Bevan? Like, Bevan, I've never heard the name Bevan before. I just, you know. She never tested positive. When her volunteer stint ended, she also took an antibody test and showed no evidence of prior infection. Neither of blah, blah, blah. I really blah, blah, blah. Fuck you, Strickland. Okay. You know, no offense to Strickland. I want to read more. Studying the genes and other biological traits of people who never catch coronavirus could shed light on how the virus develops or how it infects the human body and makes people sick, said Jennifer Nuzzo, a professor at epidemiology at the blah, 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 blah. Scientists don't know why some people may be impervious to the coronavirus. Now, again, I guarantee you, most people that haven't gotten COVID just don't leave the house. Other possible explanations could be prior exposure to a related virus or simply being born with an immune system better suited to fight SARS-CoV-2. I mean, I'd like to assume that I've got a super immune system. Right? Like, that would be awesome. Right? Like, but again, I don't leave the house. So, I'm out of fucking wine. Antibody tests can rule out people who have an immune response to the virus, but some those tests cannot distinguish between people who have antibodies because of vaccines and those who have had coronavirus. It's an elusive target. As among the fortunate who have evaded the coronavirus so far in the recent afternoon, the 52-year-old was one of the few people wearing a mask at the district's bustling Union Market, where he works at the Banana Blossom Bistro. I want to go to the Banana Blossom Bistro. That sounds awesome. Look at this. Banana Blossom Bistro. I mean, I don't know. It's a bistro, so I guess as a vegetarian, I probably wouldn't want to go there. But Banana Blossom, like, why do you go to, like, okay, so it's a bistro, right? But you're gonna call it Banana Blossom Bistro, like, hey, I don't know, man. I'm like a frilly ass fucking vegetarian fucking like loser. I hear Banana Blossom, I'm in, right? I don't read bistro. I go in there and they're starting serving me cured meats and fucking meats and plastic casing. You like, what the fuck? I thought this was Banana Blossom. Anyway. Taking precautions such as masking and getting vaccinated are part of the reason McKellen thinks he managed to avoid testing positive. But he also thinks it may be naturally strong immune system. I've always been resistant to things like that, McKellen said. I haven't had the flu since 1992. Viruses don't stick to me. This motherfucker's writing lyrics. I haven't had the flu since 1992. I mean, let's be honest, right? Like 1991, 1992, 1993. You knew what you were doing. 92, the flu, right? You know what's going on. During the early days of the pandemic, McClellan worked delivering food to approximately 6,000 senior citizens. That's great for him. Anyway, I don't care about these individuals. Like, I'm glad for these stories. Like, can I get like a Washington Post article written about me? Andrea Rovenski doesn't leave her bedroom, and like, can I get like, am I allowed to get in the Washington Post? I haven't gotten COVID. Can I like? I would love. Anyway. I'm like, the only reason I'm reading this article is just to say, stay the fuck home. Stay the fuck home. If you have any opportunity to stay the fuck home, do it. That's how it's gonna be. You're better off if you stay home. I know your favorite band is touring. Me too. But guess what? I'm gonna stay the fuck home. I know. You wanna go to this new restaurant downtown? Me too. But guess what? I'm gonna fucking stay the fuck home, and that's why I haven't had COVID. So at least I mean, it's possible I've had COVID and just I've never gotten tested either. I'm gonna be honest with you, never gotten tested either. So it's not like I'm getting weekly testing or anything. I have gotten 0 COVID tests. You wanna know why? Because I don't leave the fucking house. So anyway.